Describing a job that I'm doing on this CNC router. This is a homebrew unit with a DeWalt spindle. It has a vacuum hold down table and a chip recovery, a chip vacuum. You see the hose going up and down and over to a shop vac down in the corner. The control unit here with the e-stop has a built-in Gecko G540. There are 3 lead screws, 2 for the x-axis. You see one of them right here. There's one axis, X. There's the other X. We have a y-axis drive here. Pulls it forward and back. And a z-axis with a motor mounted above. They're all stepper motors. In order of how to do this, I'll be talking less during the operation because you probably won't be able to hear me over the noise. I have a G-code file loaded into Mach 3. You can see it's the blue lines that are shown here. It'll be cutting that with the V-groove cutter. And the first thing I'll be doing is to set the Z-axis 0 using a conductive plate that the bit will come down to and touch off on. Once I have that, I'll set my zeros for X and Y, and then begin the job. So let's get going. So the first thing I'll do is turn on the vacuum system. I've got a vacuum pump down below. It's pretty noisy. The board that I'm cutting is now held quite tightly, but I can't move it at all. I'm going to put the plate under here and attach temporarily an alligator clip, if I can do it here, one-handed alligator clip to the cutter to provide continuity. This is very difficult to do one-handed, so here I finally got it on, and I'll move the plate in. Let that plate sit on the top of the material to cut, and then over on Mach 3 I'll tell it to do the automatic lowering down to find the z-axis 0. You notice that it's lowering down. It'll touch off once and then twice, move up to a safe location. So now the z-axis is shown to be at a 1/2 inch, which is a safe location from what it measured. I'll move this out of the way, take the clip off. Alright, next we'll set the X and Y 0. I'll just move over to where I want that to be. Notice I have a laser pointer on here. This is approximate, so I'll set that to be my X and Y 0. Let's get that set here. X 0 and Y 0. So now I am ready to run the job. The spindle will turn on automatically. It will run the job. Before I do so, let me turn on the chip collection. You can hear the vacuum operating. It's pulling pretty hard. And we'll go over to this guy here, hit cycle start, and get this thing running. So here we go. The spindle has started doing the cutting operation. Let me get down to a different angle so you can see what's going on here. A little hard to see with the dust collection in place, but the z-axis is moving up and down to give a variable line width with the Z cutter. This shows the z-axis using the Z moving forward and back in order to provide the thicker or thinner lines of the design. So we'll let that run for now. You can see the chip collection is doing a pretty good job at keeping it clean here.
Don't want to get buried in chips. Back a little bit. See the machine operating. You see the y-axis moving forward and back, x-axis moving independently, and this is not a long job. We should be done in a moment. We're nearly done now. When it's finished, it will turn off the spindle, which it just did. And it can shut down the chip collection and the vacuum table. I'll move the carriage away from me a bit. You can see what it's done. And there it is. This is happens to be a drawing done by MC Escher. So there it is. That's the operation of the table, and everything appears to be functioning pretty normally. Thank you for watching.